Hey leaders, how we doing? I believe we are consistently dominating and influencing our world. This week, I want to speak on something I call a blind spot because at times we don't know we do them and we don't know the implications of doing them. Now, this is it. Oftentimes, as leaders, we are always enthusiastic to handle responsibilities. And when these responsibilities do not come to us, we tend to go the extra mile to ensure that we get that responsibilities. Now, in a situation, let me practicalize it. Oftentimes in our organizations, in our leadership space, responsibilities are given to other people instead of us, only for us to feel cheated, only for us to feel we weren't given what we deserve. And then we go ahead to lobby so that that responsibility can be given to us. Now, I want to change our mindset. It is quote unquote wrong. Now, when we feel this way, when we feel like we were not given a responsibility, when we feel that a particular responsibility was given to someone else instead of us, instead of rushing out, instead of dashing out to go and start lobbying so we can get that responsibility, let us sit down and think. Let us think twice. Let us ask ourselves if we actually deserve that responsibility. Let us ask ourselves if we are actually capable of delivering that responsibility. Now, there may be a reason why we were not given that responsibility. Probably because we won't actually deliver. Probably because we have a lot of responsibilities on our table. So that is why our leaders gave the responsibility to someone else. So before you dash out to lobby to get that responsibility, think twice. Ask yourself why the responsibility was not given to you. Because this is it. When we dash out, we might eventually be given that responsibility only to fail. Yes. So ask yourself, is it that you're actually not capable? Is it that there's something missing? Is it that you have a lot of responsibility, so multitasking a lot would affect you? So don't just dash out. All right, think twice. A lot of times when a responsibility is given to someone else instead of me, though I always feel I deserve that responsibility, I still go back to think, to ask myself why I wasn't given that responsibility. And eventually, I always end up seeing the reason why I wasn't given that responsibility. And then I end up becoming calm. Yes, because it's always either because I don't have a particular thing, a particular skill set needed for that responsibility, or either because a higher responsibility would be given to me, or either because I have a lot of responsibilities that if I add that one to it, I would probably not deliver. So I sit down to ask myself these questions. So as leaders, when you have a responsibility given to another person instead of you, don't just feel bad. Don't dash out to lobby so that responsibility can be given back to you. No, sit down and ask yourself, think twice. Why was that responsibility given to the other person instead of you? Is it that you have a lot of responsibility that multitasking will affect the rest? Is it that you don't actually have a particular skill set to execute that responsibility? Is it that a higher responsibility would eventually be given to you? All right? Think twice. Because, like I said, if you dash out, you might be given that responsibility eventually only to flop. So why go out and flop when you can sit down and appreciate the ones you have, or work on becoming better so that responsibility can be given to you. So don't just dash out. Sit down, think twice. Okay? Now, I would round off with this. Listen, everything is working together for our good. The Bible says so. Now, oftentimes, God can do things. He can make a responsibility be given to another person instead of you, because he has gone ahead of us to level every mountain. He has gone ahead of us to see the future. So if he sees that you might not be able to handle it well, he won't give it to you. Or if he sees that something bad might happen, he won't give it to you. So trust God. Why? Because the spiritual controls the physical. Yes, this is a faith-based leadership initiative. So I have to bring God into this. So trust God. There's a reason why everything happens, because everything is working together for our good. God's plan for us are for good and not for evil, to give us an expected end. So if that responsibility won't give you that expected end, he won't give it to you. All right, so trust God and follow the process. All right, I'll round off with this. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remember to follow me on Instagram at Kingsley_D_I. Send me a friend request on Facebook at Onohasi Kingsley. Let us keep the conversation going. Chat me up. Let's talk. Okay? Call me for your gigs, your leadership summits. I will come. It is lovely to transfer knowledge, and that is what I love doing. So guys, please remember, until I come your way next time, go out there, dominate and influence your world.